right, guys, welcome to the Blackbox Roundtable special with the Queens of Big Brother here with us. It was such a feat to pull this off. But thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. First off, we have Bisola and T-Boss from the Ceec season.
Thank you for having us. Grandmothers.
The real grandmas.
The real grandmas. You're the
forefathers.
I don't even count anymore. We have Ceec and Alex from Double Wahala. How y'all doing?
Very well, thank you.
Okay. We have Mercy and Tacha from Pepper Dip.
Okay, where's the count? Hey, guys.
And of course, Erica and Dorathy from Lockdown. How y'all doing?
Very well. Very well. Oh, that's 4 seasons. Oh my gosh.
That's 5 actually. We couldn't get the Shiny Eye guys contractually because they're still in their cycle. Let me start with you now. I want to go around. Starting with you because you are the grandmother. And even inside the grandmother, you say you're T-Boss's mother. In a sentence or in a word, how would you describe where your life is right now?
Oh my God.
That kind of prophecy, correct?
Right? I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Like right now, where I am now, there are a lot of dreams that have come true. And I'm super, super duper grateful. Yeah.
Nice. Alex?
Sir? Where my life is now?
How would you describe it?
I would say surprising and at an edge. I'm still grateful. Like would I say risk? You know when you're at that point where you're about to take a risk that you didn't think you would ever take, but you need to take that risk.
Because when you said that, I was wondering, are we talking about...
So no, it's not like it's surprising. It either goes this way or goes this way. But, yeah.
So there's something about to happen.
Faith. You're about to take a leap.
I'm about to take a leap of faith.
You went to school.
Not really.
Dora?
Stable, I would say. I mean, because before the house, it was, struggling between doing my business and, in between jobs and all of that. But yeah, I mean, it's stable now, to be honest, and I'm grateful. They say we're all borrowing one. But yeah, stable and grateful.
Nice. Tacha?
Are you sure you're done? It's like, I need more time, please. What was the question? How would you describe your life right now?
Where you are now.
Where you
in
are.
a sentence, in a word?
I think I'll use the word everybody has been using, grateful. When someone is like, I'm a living testimony, and you can tell that, listen, I'm God's favorite, and everything has been great so far. It has been, actually. I don't know, though, but like you said, intimate, it's really feeling intimate. I don't know, like Tacha, just put yourself together. But grateful, that's the word.
Nice. Erica?
It's in the building stage. Before Big Brother, it was all about dreams, and I did not know how I was going to achieve those dreams. Yeah. Now, the way is clear. So now it's just for me to say, okay, yes, sit down to the work. Yes. Yeah. And I'm very grateful for that.
Gratitude.
You know how they say gratitude is a must? Mm-hmm. I think that everyone on this table will use the word grateful. Because so much has happened thanks to Big Brother, and we were somewhere else, and then now we're where we are. Yeah. My own case is a bit different. I am grateful, but I had a break in transmission for a while.
That's a good way to put it.
Quite literally, a long break in transmission. But I am grateful, and right now I think my own word will be hopeful for better days, better opportunities, more opportunities. Yeah, because I am done being on my break. You're
ready to conquer.
I am ready to come back to being the T-Boss.
Girl. Congrats on your daughter. I know. I feel like we haven't really seen you since.
Actually, I haven't. I think only Bisola. Everyone else knows about her.
Yeah.
But today was the first time everyone got to
Speaking of that, before I come to you, I just wanted to ask, who else is meeting anybody here for the first time?
I think I'm meeting
meeting
almost everybody
Erica.
for the first time.
Okay, who are you meeting for this? You're meeting everybody for
Almost
this,
everybody.
besides Bisola.
Only
I'm meeting Erica for the
Bisola
first time.
and
Wow.
Alex are the only people I have met before.
Have you met
It
everybody
cannot be
here
Lagos,
besides her?
my wife.
Yeah.
You're meeting who for the first time?
Erica.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I'm
Only?
meeting Bisola and T-Boss for the first time.
Oh, wow.
I've seen everybody on this table. So just
Interesting. Oh, nice. Mercy.
No, but Tibo, you've not met Tacha before.
No.
So
everybody besides her.
except for
Yeah. We're always talking, but we've never
Have you
met.
met everybody on this table besides her?
I've seen them around, but like meeting them, like Tacha. I've
Seen me
her
around?
before. I haven't spoken to her before, and then T-Boss.
No, we've never met.
Roughly, no. Let me remind you.
them.
Would be fine. No, it's not. No, it's not there. No, let me remind you. No, so maybe she has forgotten. But like, Ubi Franklin's place, the Tilt Terrace. We met
Yeah,
one
I
time
know.
like that briefly.
It was like a bar or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ubi introduced me to you. It was when I just came out of the house. We just said hi and that was it.
Really?
Yeah. She was not really get memory like that. She did quick forget.
Let's see, what was that sip? Why was that sip so long and loud?
Okay, so thanks to me. Thanks to me.
No,
Thanks to
Don't go on this table. I give it to you.
cheers to
Like
you.
that name?
I know.
I can put this through. Only
Actually, yeah.
Mercy?
my life.
Yes.
Well, no. So you don't forget the question. I'm telling you, but
I think I'm a living testimony. I won't even lie, like from nothing to something, like not just something to being a big deal, like to being that. I mean, you mentioned Ceec.
Our winner. She's the only female winner.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
come on.
And I'm grateful. And
Everybody
kudos
is
to Big
grateful.
Brother.
Big brother, God gonna continue to bless you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm going to say. Like, God has been amazing. Going into that show without nothing, without no plans, nothing. I'm coming out and being here today. It can only be God and the platform. And I will never take anything for granted. I'm grateful. Yeah.
Nice.
My life right now. I would use the word alignment because everything is beginning to make sense. I mean, when I came out of the house, I was all over the place doing a lot of things. But right now in my life, I'm actually very clear on what exactly that I've always wanted to do. And I'm actually taking steps to become all that I've always wanted to become. Yeah. So alignment.
That's very nice. I'm going to stick with you, and the question is for you, Bisola, and Dorathy. Because you're the runners-up on this table.
Oh,
I
true.
believe.
Right?
And one winner. You, three of you came so close.
Yes.
Why do you think we still have just one female? When you look at your seasons and the seasons that have happened, do you think it's a thing with the way the game works? Is there a perception from viewers? What do you think makes it harder?
Do I take that?
You can start.
Okay, so not just for Big Brother, but for any show, it's usually the women who get to vote more than male viewers. It's always the women. Being that it was a lot of men that have won, they have a lot of female fans. And that first fact, that always a guy, there has to be one reason, because, they like the guy, either he's swag, either it's out of pity, something. They get to vote for him more. Now, in Mercy's case, it was like, you know what? F it. We've had too many male winners. We're going to push so hard for this girl. So it was a conscious and deliberate act from a lot of people, not just women now in this instance, that decided that, you know what? Mercy, we love you, and we'll do everything in our power to make you win. But otherwise, it's always just been the gender that votes the most is women, and they would obviously vote for the opposite gender, which is the
Why
guys.
though?
Because we don't like ourselves.
No, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that.
The combination of that and everything else.
Not necessarily. Personally, I just believe it's the natural order of things is the attraction for the opposite gender. Just the natural order of things. Like from time immemorial, you're just geared towards. You might see a guy in need. It's a big deal. It's funny. These instances I'm about to give. But when you see a guy that's a single parent, it's like, oh my God, he's buffing the child. Oh my God, he's taking the kid to school. It's such a turn on. It's attractive. You see it as something like it's a big deal. But when it's a woman that's a single parent that's doing it in a normal level, and a woman, that's what she's supposed to be. So it's all those things like that just make it seem as though the guys are doing a lot more they have it easier. So that's why women they gear towards the guys, and that's why they vote more. They will spend more money for that. For the women, other people will vote for her. That's how they will feel. That's why I said in Mercy's case, it was a deliberate and conscious effort. People were just tired. We're tired of having the say, no, this time around, this babe is worth it, and we're gonna give it to her.
Okay. Do you agree?
No.
You don't?
Not necessarily.
With what? Okay, what don't you agree with?
I feel like with Mercy, there wasn't and I love Mike a lot, but there wasn't like a stronger contender.
I disagree though.
Than Mike?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I love Mike, and I feel like Mike was amazing. But the fact that he was married took a little bit away from him.
That was a plus for him. That was a plus for him. Now let me tell.
That's how I feel.
Mike being married was the reason he stayed that far.
Let me tell you why they didn't vote for Mike. Should I tell you? Everyone, like I said, it was a deliberate effort from everybody to vote Mercy. Now they didn't vote for Mike.
She was loved.
Yes, Mercy was
100%.
loved. One.
But do you think if
they said that how can this boy come from London? How you come? You think it's by accent?
That's what I'm saying. There was something.
So why didn't they give it to Amashola?
I don't know. No, I'm telling you that he didn't make it to top two. No, Messi, I'm telling you that on that stage.
No, it wasn't
Mike.
It was Friday.
Mike, I'm telling you that Mike didn't have an opportunity to actually,
No, he had.
He did.
For me, I think it was just time.
Nigerians, once you have an accent, there's a problem.
It was just
But they liked him.
But they loved him.
I'm saying they didn't love him as much as they loved Messi.
No. So
It was more about her than
It was more about her than him. That's how I feel, though.
People loved Mercy to the core.
Yeah.
She was down to earth. She was everything. She was very little.
What I'm saying is the two people that were up.
And you see, for that season, they were tired of just having female runner-ups. They had made up their minds that, you know what, this year, now woman will win. It's not even about, I'm very sure if it was another lady and Mike that made it to the finals, they would have voted the lady.
If she was in the house, would have been between her and both of them. Not even
Mike wouldn't have even made it there. It would have been Tacha and Mercy, and still a woman would have won. So that season was just like, you know what, do or die, woman must win this season. Not because Mike wasn't really loved. He was loved, but then again, they look at where are you from, Cub?
But that's what I'm saying. Because he had an accent. He came from abroad, and then he had that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and he had that soft spot.
So why did he?
But that was why.
Why did he make it to first runner?
Yes,
they liked him.
They loved him. That's why he said that long. He was loved, though.
They loved him because he was married and he wasn't looking at any other female.
Yeah, that was a huge plus for him.
Husband, my wife.
Me, I knew Messi was going to win. With all the people that were up,
and I was ready to win.
Why?
If not 7 years.
She was the one that told me to that thing. Remember, you know it's right.
Of course.
7 years is a long time.
It's a very long time.
This show. PG, I want to know what.
No, it's fine. You can say it.
Everything can work.
You can 7 years of bad intercourse. Bad pointers.
Alex,
Hey, Jesus.
You've been too quiet.
if you were not in your season, what season would you have loved to be on?
I think Bisola said.
Why?
Because I feel like people in her set were really matured about the show.
Because there was no
Like they
template per se for them.
Okay, yeah, there was no text.
So you guys were just like, freestyling.
came. So are you saying that?
No, I'm saying I feel like that's what it was as well.
But that's what it was.
Because
So people are not being matured about the show right now because they are
No.
templates.
No,
So
there
what's
is a
happening
template.
now? There's maturity is one thing, but there's also the fact that, like I've always said, what the show was with Sigobe is a completely different show now with Shania Eye. Even if you brought these same people in there now, because of the way the show is, they would probably act differently.
The show had been on a break.
But I get your point. I get your point.
For 11 years.
Yeah.
So when we went
I'm not taking
in
away
there,
your like for the
Yeah,
season.
for the
I'm just
season.
saying things have morphed so much now that it's
11 years. Yes, 11 years. It was,
yeah.
it was 2006 to 2017. Yeah.
quite literally. Yes,
Making
it was
you-
like
what's-
Not Africa. Big Brother.
Yeah, but Africa was in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah,
But Africa had
I
even
think I would say
scouts.
the same thing. They said, I will never be in Pepe Day.
Why?
That's the set I want to do.
No, Erica, you wouldn't have survived. I best believe you wouldn't have survived.
I feel like
lot.
most people here would have survived any set. It's just that you might have had more problems than you did.
I wouldn't have
Because
survived.
I just feel like if I had been in a set with Mercy and Tacha, I feel we would have had issues for some reason or the other. We might have had issues.
But the show is made in such a way that you must have issues.
But
It's
that's
real
what
life.
Yeah, because you must.
It's real life. You
be
must
around.
have issues.
they will trigger you.
T-Boss and I think I was just saying earlier that I did have issues with literally everybody in the house.
Yeah.
Everybody. And it was because
Because you're loud and aggressive like
that's
that.
what T-Boss thinks.
You know one thing
That's
I can
what
never forget
T-Boss
from this is when Bisola was like, yes, I'm aggressive, I'm always angry, I'm not.
No, because you know
remember that?
so they tagged me.
You remember that scene?
Miss Goody Two-Shoes.
Bisola was very annoying. Bisola used to bully me.
No.
Are
we back there?
I never. The word bully means forcing your opinion on others. I never did. I have a loud voice naturally. Like now,
So that was very loud.
I have it very loud, and I have a large personality. So a lot of people might feel intimidated by that. It doesn't mean that stand up. I might walk into a room, and even
your
just
guy,
by saying,
Is
yes, you're my guy.
Is
And
it a very problem for you?
it's never a problem for me because I'm not coming from a bad place. I'm just who I am. I have I can walk.
emphasize
Because I'm not bullying anybody. I walk into a room and I'm like, "Hi guys, what's up? What's up?" This is me. I have a large personality and I know it. And why is it this way? For years I had been bullied, shut up. I actually found myself when I was 28. That was when I found myself. I'm 36 years old now, but it was when I was 28 I found myself and I started going. Yes, I am. You old past me. Every day they always forget my edge. They forget my edge. Just because I say I be your mama. Yes, Mom is taken. You still old past me 2 years. Keep quiet. 2 years. You take from me. So I had a very large personality. And because when I found myself, I found out that there was no need to hide any longer. If someone says or does something that upsets me, let them know straight up. I'm not going to keep all of that sadness.
It looks like that's one recurring theme on this table. With your personalities.
Yeah, right?
Saying it straight up.
Yeah, saying it straight up, there's no point because I find that when I hold a grudge, it bothers me.
Yeah.
I can't sleep well. I literally feel the actual lump in my chest.
Really?
Okay.
Yes. Eating is a problem. It hurts. It's a lot. Breathing is a problem. Yes, it's a lot. So there's no need.
2 questions.
Yeah.
What season would you have been on besides?
Same mine.
No, besides yours.
Seagull, babe.
You have to choose one out.
I go down fight everybody. If I dare, I know that she's die for fight everybody. So I would say Seagull Bay again. I met really amazing.
Okay, so what's your favorite season besides yours?
She got that. She got that.
Ojoro pick one.
That is the best season ever created, right? T-Boss chop. That's right. Chop. Maybe chop and maybe
Our season is the best.
hello,
Okay. We don't want to hear you again.
Oh my God.
Tasha, what season would you have liked?
I don't know. Maybe the last season. I'm
This
not
last one?
sure. Yeah.
Shine Your Eye.
Yeah.
Why so?
I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure out like what was the highlight or like what happened exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know though. Maybe the housemates. I like the housemates.
Why?
Yeah.
What about them?
I don't know.
What was different about them from?
I don't know. Okay, one housemate I really liked was like Angel, and I feel like she just wasn't. What's the word to use? Like wasn't ashamed of letting herself be. Do you get what I mean? Like it wasn't a case of like I'm 21 or like I'm 20 and I have to act 30. It's like I'm 20 and this is me for me. Do you get what I mean? Like you guys like me. You guys see when I cry. You guys see my down moments. All of that kind of stuff. So that was just one thing. Yeah.
So Shine Your Eye.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay, Erica.
I would say their season because they were not passive aggressive like my season.
You say what?
Oh, you guys were all passive aggressive.
What were
No,
what were they?
my season. There was a lot of fights. At least if you are angry about, say something. But I feel like in my season, everybody would
It was
try
more
to form
clever.
love and light.
Love and light. Oh my God.
And then they'll have cliques and be like,
But there's cliques in every season.
yes, no problem with the cliques, but they
cliques
never
in every
really
season.
they gossip and then they will never.
please.
There's gossip in every season.
Whenever
As if you didn't have your cliques.
They don't
You
like.
were the queen of cliques.
I just one click.
Oh my god!
It's like
No, but the thing is, I was in everybody's business, and I used to say it. I said, "Look, you people are my Instagram, you people are my Twitter. I want to know what the heck is that one like?"
Erica, the thing with the click thing, you have your own click as well.
My own, you guys have not let me land. No. So my own is people don't like somebody, or people don't like something that happened. Nobody will talk. They will just go and gossip. And when you come, they will give you.
And you feel like they did that more?
Weird energy. This season they were so expressive. They will fight. It's better to fight and be friends 2 minutes later than for people to. Like you must be feeling weird. But I hated being in the house. Like it made me anxious. Jesus, it made me so anxious all the time.
I think the anxiety comes with everybody in the house.
You know, while I
Every
was
season.
Jesus,
I mean, it's not an easy show
around
to
a
be
lot
on,
of
let's be
people, I was
honest.
so
It's not.
anxious.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
It's not an easy
So
show.
every time I remember a lot of people in the house, I have like negative feelings.
Girlfriend, including me?
Now, not really. It is what it is.
T-Boss was the person they said I hated her because she's fine. I'm jealous of her. To be honest, T-Boss and I had so many fun moments.
Yes,
we
we did.
played the most. I was close to Marvis, yes, as the only female. But T-Boss and I, we had like the most physical. T-Boss is very playful,
I
and she matched my energy.
Yeah,
with
like
playing. So I was
physically.
physically, and I was surprised when I came out. I'm like, oh, I hated him. I'm like, are you mad?
I love
What are you watching?
We didn't see none of that.
You know, so again, that
But when it comes to
it
you
was
guys'
showbiz.
season, right? Like Bisola and T-Boss' season, I don't think it came across as Bisola trying to be any certain kind of way towards you. Like it felt like you were in charge. Trust me. Like I watched you, T-Boss. Yeah, no, it was dope.
She used to try to.
I know, but I'm saying like how it came across on TV. Yeah.
Please.
And I'm sure that's how the whole like T-Boss army came to be. Do you get what I mean? Because like we saw you like someone that had the house on hold. Do you get what I mean? Like kind of. So it's like there's something about T-Boss every week. Like she showing
They
both
say
this
that.
side, like she's
You guys are the they say that me be mama of house. They say that me they turn the show. I know be show. Because to be honest, we had T-Boss and I had the deepest conversations.
Yes. And I think they did not show that.
Yeah, they never showed that.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
don't know why.
They were just, you don't understand. I remember
No, but
the day.
it's not about not seeing none of that. Once a narrative is formed,
Yeah, that's what everybody would do.
so even when sometimes when they see the conversations, it's like I beg they are faking it. People want to. It happens a lot that way. I think. Sorry, of all the quote unquote rivalries we've had through the season, this was the most manufactured by people. There was I knew there was nothing.
Every year there's always something manufactured by
I knew there was nothing. But it was such a thing outside.
Yeah. You wanted to say?
Yeah, there was a time. There's Bisola used to annoy me. I won't even lie. The thing is, I love Bisola because she was a single mom. You know, and I only imagine how difficult it was. You know, she used to say some stories about how, you know, it was so tough for you and the waterproof thing. Do you remember the waterproof? Let's not talk about that. But I remember that. So I swear to God, every time I go into the diary room, I will not put you up because of Leila.
Just because of Leila. Yeah, it's funny. When I came out, I don't think I think maybe it was only once.
Maybe afterwards we can talk about that.
I really nominated
Bisola spoke about her. She was so small and beautiful, and you know the waterproof story. That thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a single mom, and I thank God every day that is not my situation. The waterproof thing. You guys just.
If you don't know what a waterproof, let me tell you.
No, Bisola.
So that they can have a better context.
There are times when I had conversations with Bisola, like anything serious. I'll go to her for some reason, maybe because of the hips, you know. I thought Bisola was older than me. I'm surprised I'm older than her. The hips were quite literally, you know. So if I was confused about something or whatever, I would go and talk to Bisola. There was a time I had a really bad panic attack. I don't think Big Brother actually showed that, but I had like a bad panic attack when I thought, oh shit. Oh, sorry. Shit. We can say shit. Yeah, okay. So we're leaving the show soon. Yeah. Oh my God. What's my life going to be like? Oh my God. And I was crying hysterically. Bisola sat down with me by the closet. Do you remember? On the floor? There's even a picture of that moment on the internet. And I was crying. And Bisola was just consoling me. It's okay, my Roma Pukin, it's fine. You will do well. I'm like, what if I don't?
Can I have tissue paper?
Yeah. But yes, I felt bad. Don't worry, our fights were epical. They were. Is it forgiving? But I don't forget.
Sorry, Reverend Father.
The thing is, when I don't feel I did something wrong, I will not apologize. I will not. And I felt like Bisola was the one that owed me an apology. And even Big Brother called me out one time. He was like, Tibos, you still not apologizing to Bisola. She has already said,
I had apologized.
Yes, but I didn't want to apologize.
Like I said, I don't like.
I didn't feel like I did anything, and I felt her apology was not sincere. She was like, "Oh yeah, sorry."
But she threw it at you. That's what.
I didn't say you throw.
When you say you throw sorry at me, no, sorry. Just
for me, I came and I apologized to her.
No, let me tell you what T-Boss did. I swear to you, T-Boss never said sorry, but what she did was she knew she had been saving this. I don't know if it was wine or she was just saving alcohol in her flask.
Having alcohol.
And she always had it because she never used to drink hers over the weekend. So she had saved hers. And then she walks, after I went to her, because you know that moment when you know, like, you know, F it, you came here for 25 million naira. Why are you just allowing toast bread be making you guys fight? So I had thought about it, I thought it through, and I'm like, is it worth it? It's not. And I didn't like how I was feeling. So I was so angry at everybody in the house that I even went outside to take fresh air, but the air was not fresh, it was choking. So I go back in, I apologize to T-Boss. And then she's like, this apology, I'm like, you know what? Sorry, I'm sorry, whatever. But if you like, say it's not sincere, but at least it's off my mind now because I know I had done that. So she comes out gallantly.
My beautiful dress, brown dress, with my ponytail, remember?
With 2 cups. Your voice is too loud. You shout too much. She's pouring the drink. And so she kind of, and that was how we called it. That was it. You know, she came with her.
With sorry.
With her.
Yeah, so cute.
I know, right?
I'm telling you, like, she's my guy. So that's why, you know, it was like, are these people blind? Like, and you know, which is why even when we came out of the house, I personally feel like a lot of other seasons, they kind of thrive on the rivalry. I guess that is what helps them. I don't know. I'm sorry, ladies. I don't mean to. I don't mean to. I'm not throwing jabs in it, but I feel like they thrive on the rivalry, and that rivalry helps them still stay on the mouths and minds of people. They want to stay relevant. Oh, they went to this event, so they didn't greet each other. They did not snap. See them. Yes, you know. But T-Boss and I never did that. The public did try a number of times to pit us against each other, so many times. But I guess it was kind of like an unspoken bond, I don't know, between us. Like, we know that these people are talking shit, but whatever. I love you. You
Like,
know,
we
like we
didn't
never,
care. And we have
never
this
did.
thing. Every time Bisola comes to Abuja, she hollers at me. That's why she was offended that I've been in Lagos and I didn't holler at her, which is not true because I only just came this morning. The thing is, every time she comes to Abuja, I take her out.
Yeah,
For
and vice
dinner
versa.
or whatever. And every time I come to Lagos, like probably tomorrow, we're gonna go out. So
I like
we
food.
have this culture. And Bisola comes to my house and feeds my child ribena. And then this girl
I
bounces
won't hear
all
the
over
last
the
of
place
it.
till 3, 4 a.m. Now I'm like, Bisola, come and take care of her, please.
She's a child. Let her enjoy life.
So let me come to you now, Ceec. I'm going off of what she said about, you know, them trying to pit them against each other. Do you agree that that happens where people try to pitch you guys? And what do you know now that you wish you knew then? It's been a few years now, I believe. Is there any, if anything?
At first, yeah, I agree with her. When the season starts, they always look for two girls, you know, that they want to, you know, I'm team this, I'm team that, and they just start, you know, dragging themselves. But at the end of the day, I feel like when you come out of the house and then you see that you don't have to go with the flow.
Yeah.
You try to get to meet the person outside the house, because in the house, you see different things happen. So, but when you come out of the house and then you try to meet the person, get to know the person, and if it works, I don't think you should go with the whole fan fights. I mean, those people, they would always be all right. So yeah, follow your heart, do what you want to do at the end of the day. But yeah, that happens a lot, and some people actually go with they join the fan to do the whole I'm not cool with this person and all of that. And they do that, some people, because of course some people want to be controversial, they want to be in the news, they want to be, you know, and for some reason, it happened, it works for them. Brands, they are always like, okay, the two people that are there in front that they are talking about, you know, they want to go for those people, and it keeps them there in the limelight. So sometimes they fall for that whole drama, but I don't think it's the wisest thing to do, to be honest. I think
But do they help market?
Not exactly.
everything is not all about money.
Everybody's going to be all right at the end of the day. Like, you're not going to do something because what market doesn't help. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, whether you like it or not, the attention is on you. Do you get what I mean?
Because brands sometimes latch on to that.
Because let's be
but
honest.
it's kind of like what you serve to the brand. Do you get what I mean? It's kind of like what you serve to the brand. If they see that they can't milk anything out of this rivalry, do you get what I mean? Like, you have to let them know that, see, if this is what you guys are looking at, I'm really not interested and I'm not in.
A lot of people don't care about that.
That's what I'm saying. But
I think because we cannot even ignore or pretend like we don't like money. There's money to be made. Yes. So if you look at it and say, okay, fine, as me and Bisola be like this now, people are saying, you know,
There might even be
and there's money to be made from that. Exactly.
Really?
Of course. No, you don't have to. You don't.
People say that it happens, and I just feel like it's disgusting.
I don't think.
No, I don't think it. No. So
here's
here's the thing. I don't think it's disgusting.
That what? The rivalry.
Say for instance, if Cici and I were in the same team, same season, and there was rivalry between us, and it's like, you know what? Let's keep going. Let's play this game. There's money to be made.
You don't think it's disgusting?
It's business.
There's money to be made out of what?
No, by the rivalry. So here's what it does. Okay. The rivalry breeds more popularity. The popularity is what the brands want. The more popular you are.
Not exactly. I feel like it really all boils down to you. Do you get what I mean? No, listen, let me say something, right?
Brands will always go for
I'm sorry, Bisola, right?
100%.
No, definitely.
Controversy.
No,
popularity.
Definitely. But at the same time, you can't throw up content. Do you get what I mean? When you want to speed on, you know what, I have to do this to be a new season is going to come. But when your mouth, you know what, I have myself and my brand to work on. Do you get what I mean? Big Brother Nigeria was a show and a platform. I'm out of this show. What do I have to make out of this show? Do you get what I mean?
rivalry
Controversy is
should
going to
not
come and
serve
go
you
because
in the long
another
run.
season
Yes, it will.
is going to come that would also have controversy.
Okay, so
do you get
here-
what I mean? It's
yes,
like, what
yes.
have
So
you
here's
done
the
for
thing.
yourself individually? That is what is going to keep you.
the question
for like
how many people actually care about
for like
that?
every
So
year and every season and
This is
every.
it.
I feel like there's law of spotlight. Whether if you like drag
So here's the
body
thing.
like this, do
There are
whatever,
tons-
it will move.
There are a lot of people that just
So, but
go on
the
to
thing
Big
is,
Brother
sorry, excuse me.
Okay.
What I was
When
trying to
you're
say
done.
is that I'm not encouraging anybody to start fighting or cussing anybody's parents or dragging people because fans, they take it too far sometimes. Sometimes me, I'm like, what the fuck? But the thing is, if, for example, people are like, oh, I'm team this, because some people, when they like Bisola and they see that you're not cool with Bisola, you know what I'm trying to say? They're gonna like, they know you're not cool and they like Bisola. They're gonna like, they'll die there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for me, I feel like if you see that there's money to be made because there's money to be made, and whether you like it or not, after a year, if you don't make that money, yeah, your own.
So here's
you get?
what I was trying to say is that for a lot of people that let me use myself as an example. I was already in entertainment before I got on Big Brother. So it was very easy for me to delve back into entertainment after Big Brother. Now, for many people, when they come out of the show, there's a lot of confusion going on. There's a lot of words and voices in their ears. This is what you should do. This is how you should do it. This is what you should, this and that. There's a lot of confusion going on. Now, the only way to them to stay relevant,
I have to listen.
not necessarily, not listen.
I have to go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Oh, I can see that the fact that I'm upset,
And that's
I'm making quarreling, I'm quarreling with Tacha. It's giving me a lot more followers. Maybe I go to an event and I shun her. I don't take pictures with her.
And
It's
I
giving
feel
more
like
followers.
that's what the new
They would latch
seasons
onto
have
that.
wrong.
So,
Do you get what I'm saying?
so they would latch
Yeah.
onto that. And that's because at that point in time, they are in a state of self-discovery. They don't really know what to do. They are just moving here. You know that when they're still shaking. They're not solid. They don't have a foundation
just hold
yet.
whatever it
So they hold whatever it is. And that's why they brand. That's why it seems a lot like, oh, I'm clout. This one is clout chasing. Any fight, anywhere there is controversy, you see this one there. Anywhere there, you this one there.
And that's the thing, right? Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't. So, yes. That's why I want to take it back to if it is to make money. That's why I'm going back to what Ceec and I said. If both parties can have a conversation and say, you know what, dude, they are saying that us and we know say we don't get problem with each other. We'll make this money cash out quick before next season.
Wait, okay.
I want to come in.
Listen.
It has happened to me, but
In this whole rivalry thing,
yeah.
there's always the receiving person, while the other person is not getting anything from it. In fact, I want it. I don't want to fight because it's not
Your
giving me
nature,
anything.
yeah.
But the person that wants to fight you knows what the person is getting: popularity, trending, everything, and everything.
No, but what they are saying is both of you now agree.
No, but you can't agree because you're not even interested in the
So
fight.
Mercy, you are a winner, so you will not be in those shoes. You're a winner. You cannot be in those. You don't need. So as
she
a
can't
winner,
relate.
you can't really relate.
because I don't
you are a winner.
want to fight.
Now there are tons of
But then
houses. At least
I'm not even saying
Sorry?
you should
At least
spoil.
each
I'm not
season
even
about
hold
20.
on.
Give or take.
I'm not even saying you should spoil anything. I'm not even saying you should spoil anything.
No.
You don't have to say shit.
You don't have to say
get?
shit. You just an
Because
agreement.
whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, they're going to fight.
You're not fighting. Here again.
Two bad bitches be friends.
Wait, so here's the thing.
No,
You're not getting me. You're not getting me.
You're getting it wrong.
You're getting it wrong. There's no fight.
Make believe fight.
Thank you.
No.
It's like saying, okay, wait. Did they not say you
No,
were getting
you
me?
understand that? But the scenario she's talking about.
Oh,
Wait, I know what I'm talking about.
yes, but your
Did they not say you were
scenario is different
dating
from
me?
what
Did
they
you
are
really date
talking
me?
about.
I
think I can totally
But you see,
agree
that's why you said that it doesn't really work.
in
right?
terms
That's what
of
I'm saying. So in some instances,
not
there's an
fake
agreement
fight.
between
These
both
fights
parties.
are real. Maybe me and you are not fighting in real time, but the fans are fighting. And I think what me and you need to do is tell these fans, like chill out.
But
They're not going
but
to
Mercy-
get.
Okay, so now
let me tell you, they don't want peace. They don't want
Can I say something?
They don't want to hear. Half of the time, her fans are like, some of her fans are coming at me.
really?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, now.
If I see you somewhere and I don't hug you, or maybe I hug you half hugging, you'll come for me.
So I want to ask.
I for you. We were behind you.
I was going to say something for Ebuka, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I was going to say, I totally agree with what Ebuka, what's it called, Bisola said, right? Because I mean, like, the Big Brother auditions come up, and any and everybody can go for auditions. Like, when I auditioned, we had over, like, more than thousands of people were there to audition, right? And there are some people that don't know why they want to go in.
Exactly.
Do you get what I mean? Yeah, some people that don't know why they want to go in. Like, one of the first times, right? Because, like, I had a makeup and hair studio if I go into the house, and the TV will be there, and then Big Brother comes on at night. I think it was like maybe your season or something like that. And then I'll just be like, I just want to go to the show and sign attendance. That kind of like, let it be like the whole history. There's like a Anita and Tacha Akide on this show, that kind of thing. But aside from going to sign attendance, like I knew why I wanted to get in the show, and I knew what I wanted to do when I get out from the show. But there's loads of people getting to the show and they don't know what they want to do, and that's where I agree with her with. There's just so many people talking in your ears at the same time. And if you get carried away, and the thing is sometimes, right, when like some of these housemates call me and they're like, oh, Tacha, I want to speak to you. And then I say like, me looking at you guys, sometimes I laugh, like not in a bad way though. But it's like, you come out from the house, there's so many people wanting you. If you don't get your head on your lane, it's going to be 1 year later. Yeah. Those people will move on to the next housemates. Sure. Do you get what I mean? And there's so many people talking. Like when I came out from the house, so many people had a lot of things I should do. Like what management to sign with, like who to be with. Oh no, TJ is not good for you. Leave TJ already. You don't have all of that kind of stuff. And then that's where you have like the entitled FC. That feels like, oh, if you were dating one boy before you go into the house, no, you're Tacha now. You shouldn't. And then one time at the airport, it just got so bad. Like, it just got so bad that the people around me, like, were just at the receiving end. Like, there was just news out there that, oh, these people took money. I'm like, listen, like, I've known this before I go into the house. These people used to give me cash before I go into the house. Like, what is you guys trying to say? Yeah. Do you understand? Okay. Like, you people know these people out of, like, some conversation that's been out there. And it was more like, oh, Tacha, if you don't leave this guy, or oh, Tacha, if you don't leave this like clique of people or like this clique of team, we're going to call them out and say they took this from your account. While you were in the house, they did that. And then at the airport, I went live. 5 different conversations. Yeah. And then at the airport, I went live and I'm like, you know what? Understand me. No management. Do you get what I mean? Like, if you're an entitled FC, like if you feel like, oh, there's certain decisions.
I need to understand this VIP thing.
And I just had to go live. I'm like, you know what? If it's 2 fans,
you pay with everything.
Guys. And I was like, if it's 2 fans I have that respect my decisions, that is fine. But I don't want to know who you are, that one. Like, I don't want to know whatever you've done. Yeah. Sometimes it's more like, oh, we voted for her. Do you know what I did? Yes, I understand. Yes, I love you so much. Thank you so much.
That's not the problem. Has somebody seen you and called you someone else's name and said, I voted for you. When you left, I cried. Let's take a picture. And you have to wait for like 10 minutes.
They always
and you're standing there, you're about to burst because first of all, that's not even your name. Wait, I'm waiting for you. Let me just take this picture and go.
Hey, Erica,
If I talk to you,
from Erica.
Yeah.
Let's make someone else.
Oh, me too. They say they want me to walk alone. I'm not this person now.
Yo.
Yeah, so that was an
I want to stick with you, Alex.
No, they want the person. I'm not the one they want. So when I now said, this is not me.
I want to stick with you, Alex, because something that came up now is about, knowing what you want before going in. And you've talked a lot about how you went into the show it was like vibes. Mm-hmm. And I want you to talk about the year after, which is this year everybody talks about. Once you come out of the house, you have 1 year, you have 1 year, you have 1 year. Mm. And I know you and I have had a few conversations where you've called me trying to understand what's going to happen. How do you navigate that year? And does the year actually... Because people see that year as money making, right? And it's supposed to be the best year. But was it as easy as, people think it usually is, that year after?
No, it's never really that easy.
Is it toughest?
First of all, that's the toughest. you're not yourself.
Bisola say really. Sorry.
You're not yourself. For you.
chasing mosquitoes. Sorry.
There's no mosquito in my studio.
First of all, you're not yourself. No matter how strong you are mentally, when you come outside, you will shake small before you get yourself. And I would always say thank you to Bisola and to you, Ceec, because I wasn't scared of losing the fame. In fact, I was scared of not losing it. That was the funny. Like,
You wanted to lose.
I wanted everything to go. You saw all the times that I came to you and I came to you. My complaints was just, I don't understand this. Like, I'm one to say I want to do this thing for myself, and my mother would just give me advice and say, go and do it. Like, they're able to trust my judgment. But after Big Brother, it was like, you don't even have, your opinion does not even count, first of all, because I watched you for 30 days. I'm probably smiling because I'm happy, but you've seen that my smile somewhere. That smile was the smile that you gave when Nina said this. You're not happy. No matter how I tried to convince you that I am happy, I am not happy to you, right?
Yeah.
Wow,
And then
that's
everybody knows what is best for you.
Yeah, true.
Like I've said before, you're not living your life for yourself. That one, you're in our set, right? And I think sets after, people would confirm. For some months, you're living life for the other housemates. And I think I've said it on an interview before. You come out and you are wearing an outfit, but you're quickly going to check for what the next housemates are wearing, so that you guys will not wear the same thing.
Nope.
Really?
Well, we're doing it. I mean, you said, you know why?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time in our set, they do except it's just people that don't want problem, right? They do this whole who wore it better. So in your head, somehow you're trying not to even be in that who wore it better. Then somebody is saying that I don't think this management is doing the best for you. I think this other management is doing the best for you. You don't have a management. Then you go into this management thing.
I don't have a manager.
That first year, I actually don't have a manager.
Me, I do have. 5 years and it's
I know you do have. You don't have a manager, right? Sometimes you're trying to understand yourself. This person is telling you, I want to manage you. This other person is saying, I want to manage you. Somewhere in your mind, you're just like, if you've been in the industry before, it's okay for you to understand. But then if you've not been before, you don't even know where to start from. Yeah. Should this person manage me? Should this person... I know I had a manager that would literally, when we go for events, she would be like, oh, so other housemates are sitting here. Go and sit there with them. Your clothes must be fine. And I'm begging. Please, I do not want this kind of life. Stop pushing me into it. Then there are some other ones that will just manage you. They will sit down in the house and be eating. They will be eating. Brands will be sending you emails. Brands will be sending you emails. They will be sleeping. Later they will go for meeting, get you the deal and say, you know how much work I have done for you?
What's wrong?
No, I will not call the name because I feel like some of us here have had that management issue.
Tell me
No, and then if you
You know, the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody a few days ago, and I'm like, you know what? Big Brother is actually an amazing platform. Yep. But I feel like it would be better if, before they go into the house, let them ensure that they have like a good management. No, let me tell you why. I'm not saying money, I say good management. Okay. It's like your own. Do you know why? Because when you come out of the house, see that first year, you just be pushing you like this. But everyone is family. No, but you know the funny thing, yeah.
But I've had people who have had terrible experiences with.
You're lucky that.
But this is why. And I mean, I was actually for the housemates after the house.
Because when you come down, because there's so many opportunities around you.
No. So you
get what I mean. There's so many.
So let me tell you why it would be so difficult for your brother to do that.
Yeah.
Now, we all have different personalities. You see me? Let me tell you something about me. I'm a friggin' hardworking woman.
There's nothing anybody can come and tell. My management can confirm that. And as much as I'm hardworking, I'm extremely patient. I look long term. I'm not about the immediate cash. When I just came out of Big Brother and I got signed to Temple, there were so many gigs they made me turn down. I was upset at first. I couldn't even pay my rent for the first few months. I had to beg my landlord to wait a bit until I made some money. But
now, hey, sorry.
But you see, different individuals have different goals.
Yeah.
There are people, for me, because I've had a stint at Fame when I was much younger, when I was 23. I was on Project Fame, 22 actually. I had a bit of fame and I was so entitled. I felt like, oh yeah, the world is my oyster. I can do whatever I like. When life slapped me, I reset. I reset and I go back to begging people to please give me transport to Interbus, Coaster Bus, to be precise. But going on Big Brother and coming back out, I know that, calm down, Bisola. This thing can be taken away from you, snap of your fingers. Mm-hmm. And you're looking at 20, 30 years from now. Do you still want to be remembered? What do you want to be remembered for? And that's what, my management and I, when we had that conversation, we kind of aligned on that. Now, there are many people who just think about the now. They don't care about long term. Is there the money? Bring it. Is there the money? Yeah. And then there are people whose personalities, they're impatient. I will tell you for a fact, there's so many projects that I've done with my management that I know that for now, money will not come out. But Bisola, give it 10 years. That's when you start cashing out. How many people will be patient enough to do that? That's a long time. When you want to be fly, when you are seeing your when you are seeing your fellow housemates, they are wearing the latest clothes. You're seeing your fellow housemates, they are wearing the latest clothes. They are driving the latest cars. Do you understand? You get the drift. So you are pressured. I'm not pressured. I'm not a pressured person. I'm very chill. I'm very content with the little I have. I'm very content. But not everyone is like that. So that, yes, I'm content with the little I have. With the little I have. It's very little. Okay. I mean, humility. Sorry, let me just finish this. Which is why I said it will be difficult for the Big Brother team to set up management because people have different personalities and it will be unfair to them to laden themselves with that responsibility to cater to each person's individual needs. It will be a lot of...
It's not a small narrative.
It's the ultimate one.
It's extremely huge and it's disgusting.
Literally, and it almost sort of taints everybody.
Yeah.
So Dora buys a car, forget now. So it's what the belief is. That people who go on this show go on the show because they want to be funded, because they want to be seen by someone.
That's made before.
Do you hear that? And
are they not?
Right? Are they not being?
They always say, let me finish. But they always say there's no smoke without fire. So is there really no smoke without fire in this?
There's no smoke without fire.
There's no smoke without fire.
There's no smoke.
There's fire. I'm out there.
Do you want to say there's no smoke in this particular
There's no fire in this.
There's no fire in this particular. I'm on a platform where everybody sees me.